What's good? Freedom Marchers, Freedom Family, Freedom Lovers, and Freedom Fighters. How y'all doing this afternoon? Snaps of the Gorilla, aka The Definition. Hollering at y'all with another quick live stream in regards to this whole, all the shenanigans, not all of them, but a couple of the shenanigans surrounding this Tonka Truck Davis versus Lamont Roach fight that just happened this past Saturday, where there was a controversial draw decision. Dead might use something else, brother. Anyway, yeah, so as most of us already know, Lamont Roach has petitioned, right? He hired a lawyer to petition to the New York State Athletic Commission to review the controversial knockdown call or non-call by the referee, Willis. Steve Willis, I believe his name is. He started to count when Tonka Truck Davis took that knee, but stopped the count when Gervonta Tonka Truck Davis told him to, so that he can go to the corner and wipe his eye. And apparently somebody with the New York State Athletic Commission was supposed to review the replay during the fight, but they said there was a technical error, so they could not do that, right? But now they are currently reviewing that knee, which, according to the rules, right, of the New York State Athletic Commission, you are automatically supposed to be called a knockdown if any part of your body, right, other than your feet, touch the canvas during the fight, right? Unless the referee, right, says that whatever, you can't do it, right? Not even at the referee's discretion. Only the referee can call for a pause in the action. Gervonta Tonka Truck Davis ostensibly took that knee, according to him, because he had grease in his eye, right? From getting his hair done did. He got his hair done did, got grease in his eye. So that's what he's claiming. He's saying grease ran down into his eye and all that silly shit there. But will the New York State Athletic Commission do the right thing and call it a knockdown and thus rule in favor of Lamont Roach having won that round with a 10-8? If Lamont Roach gets a 10-8 round, gets that ruled a 10-8, based on the current scores on all the scorecards, Lamont Roach would be the winner, right? He would get a point on each of the cards. Two of the cards had a draw, and one of the cards went to Tonka Truck Davis by 1 point. Well, if it goes in Lamont Roach's favor, there will be one draw and two cards in favor of Lamont Roach having won. That would be a majority decision. So Lamont Roach would thus receive a majority decision, and he would be the new WBA champion at 135 pounds. Will they do it? Well, according to the former president of the New York State Athletic Commission, that's what would need to happen based on the rules. Based on the rules, Lamont Roach should have gotten a 10-8 round. Now, that's what should happen. It remains to be seen whether or not that does happen. Now, the WBA came out of their body, right? They jumped out the window yesterday. I don't know why that happened. The New York State Athletic Commission jumped out. Can y'all hear me? God damn it. The New York State Athletic Commission should rule in favor of Lamont Roach. Now, the WBA jumped out of the window to say that nah, man, we agree with the referee. We saw nothing. There was no punches landed before the knee drop and all this other bullshit, right? So it's clear that the WBA is on the Tonka Truck Davis protection plan, understandably so, because they would probably get significantly more money in sanctioning fees from Gervonta Tank Davis than a Lamont Roach in any future bouts, right? Now, what happens when the New York State Athletic Commission rules in favor of Lamont Roach and says that Lamont Roach is supposed to receive a 10-8 round? Now, Lamont Roach is also trying to either get a DQ, right? Because Calvin Ford hopped up the stairs and got onto the apron of the ring, which he's not supposed to do. He stuck his body through the ropes to wipe Tonka Truck Davis's face, which is also illegal, which should also have led to a disqualification. Now, they're also saying, the lawyers of Lamont Roach wants either the DQ or a TKO, because after Tonka Truck Davis took the knee, he walked away from the ref, which would indicate a quit, right? That would indicate to the referee that you're quitting, and that would be a TKO. Now, ignorance of the rules is no excuse, right? The same thing they say about the law. Ignorance of the law is no excuse. If they want to hit your ass for violating the law and you didn't know about the law, they don't give a fuck, because, hey, ignorance of the law is no excuse. I don't agree with that per se. I don't agree with man-made laws anyway. Y'all know, because I am an anarchist. And being an anarchist, that's just what I believe. But when you are a professional boxer and you sign up voluntarily to participate in the sport of boxing, knowing that you have to follow the rules of the state commissions you are fighting in, then the onus is on you to know what you can and cannot do in and outside of the ring surrounding the fight, right? So that's just what it is. That's what it is. What's going on is, Tonka Truck Davis, no one wants him to have lost that fight. And you got people coming out there spinning narratives, right? There is, in particular, there are a few that I find extremely interesting, right? Apparently, Lamont Roach is a snake, right, for hiring a lawyer to petition the New York State Athletic Commission to do the right thing. He's being a snake to Gervonta Tonka Truck Davis, because apparently they're the best of friends. They grew up together. They grew up in the same alley and was raised by the same alley cat and sucked from the teat of the same alley cat mother, right? Apparently that's the case. Lamont Roach is not supposed to have a wrong righted because he fought Tonka Truck Davis and amateurs and they came up together and all this, that, and the third. There are individuals out there telling you that Lamont is a backstabber, that Lamont should, why not just get it back in the ring, right? That same old stupid tale that people are telling, the same shit they tried to tell Devin Haney when it came to Ryan Garcia. Oh, get it back in the ring, get it back in blood. Well, why don't you talk to Tonka Truck Davis about that? Because, what am I sipping on? Why are you worried about it? It's Zevia, man. It's a sugar-free orange soda that doesn't have the artificial sweeteners in it. Yep, it's sweetened with stevia. Anyway, the bottom line is, You got people out there, they're telling Lamont Roach, oh, get it back in blood. The same song and dance they gave to Devin Haney. Devin Haney is not supposed to get his get back in every way possible. No, the only avenue he should be going down is the rematch against Ryan Garcia. The same thing they're saying about Lamont Roach. But here is the problem with both of those scenarios. Ryan Garcia did not want the rematch. Once it was discovered that he popped dirty, he did not want the fucking rematch. Same thing with Tonka Truck Davis. He does not want the rematch against Lamont Roach. Why? Because, like I know, and for some reason, very few other folks out there in the space of the sport of boxing, he knows that Lamont Roach handedly whooped his ass. Handedly. Lamont Roach whiz-ass upped Tonka Truck Davis's ass. It was a skunk, a blowout. I was generous giving Tonka Truck Davis 3 rounds. Others are giving him 10-2. 2 rounds. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, you got those people out there they'll try to give, Tonka Truck Davis, both Lamont Roach and Tonka Truck Davis didn't do shit in the first 5 rounds, so we automatically have to give that to Tonka Truck Davis because he clinched a lot. Which is complete and utter nonsense, right? We know that Lamont Roach was the effective aggressor. He had the ring generalship. He had the defense, the better defense. He landed more punch. Whatever. It is what it is. People are trying to give him Tonka Truck Davis the first 5 rounds so that it can be a 7-5, you know, whatever they want to do. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? But I know it was 9-3 at the most. And that's being generous. Anyway, Tonka Truck Davis got his ass whooped handedly. He got blown out by a guy he brought up for 130 pounds, right? And got his ass whooped. It was a cherry pick going wrong. They knew each other. They knew each other's style. And Lamont Roach knew this, knew that about Tonka Truck. Well, Tonka Truck decided to go down there and pull that motherfucker up. Tonka Truck, he wasn't focused. He wasn't focused on the fight. He was worried about the Jake and the Paul. He was worried about Jake Paul. That's what it is. Jake Paul. He was worried about Jake Paul, so he was focused on he lost focus on Lamont Roach because he wanted to fight Jake Paul next. But wasn't he focused on Hector Garcia when he knew he was going to fight Ryan Garcia after that? Would you say he was focused then? Because he got a hell of a big bag from the Ryan Garcia fight. Yeah, he knew that bag was coming. He knew that Ryan Garcia had the following and all this, that, and the third, that he would get a much bigger bag from Ryan Garcia than with Hector Garcia. But he made Hector Garcia go blind. He made Hector Garcia go blind in one eye. But when it comes to Lamont Roach, he wasn't focused because he knew he was fighting Jake Paul next. Make that make motherfucking sense. Why would you... Listen, you're going to fuck the bag up if you don't look good against Lamont Roach. You're going to fuck the Jake Paul bag up if you don't look good against Lamont Roach. Why? What? Make it make sense. Shouldn't he be more focused against Lamont Roach? Wouldn't he want to shut that shit down, shut it out, put his stamp on it? Wouldn't Tonka Truck Davis want to put his motherfucking stamp on Lamont Roach? Wouldn't he want to make roach milk out of Lamont Roach? His mama was there. Lamont Roach's mama was there. Therefore, Tonka Truck didn't cuss him out. And you guys take that to mean that because Tonka Truck didn't cuss Lamont Roach out in front of his mama, that he was just going, I'm not going to try hard in this fight because his mama's there. I'm not going to make any attempts to beat Lamont Roach's ass. No, I'm just going to sit back and let Lamont Roach whoop my ass. Whiz ass up my ass. Yeah, I'm going to allow Lamont Roach to beat the shit out of me because his mother is there. Because I know his mama. Yeah, I know his mother. I know this. I know his family. Yeah, we grew up in the same alley. Yeah, we grew up in the same alley, even though Lamont Roach is from D.C. and Tank is from Baltimore. No, that's irrelevant, though. No. Tonka Truck Davis lost focus. Tonka Truck Davis didn't want to make Lamont Roach look bad in front of his mama. Since when does Tonka Truck Davis give a hot fuck about any of that? Whether he knew Devin. Oh, he wouldn't fight Devin. Never mind. Right? They all know each other growing up. All these guys around the same age and around the same weight classes that all went through the amateurs together, they know each other. So, y'all want us to believe that because Tonka Truck Davis didn't cuss Lamont Roach out at the presser because his mama was there, that meant that he was unfocused and put on a terrible performance because he had the Jake Paul fight coming up next. What kind of shit? Listen, I was born at night, but not last night, okay? If Tonka Truck Davis was not focused on Saturday, then he's never been focused for any fight. He has never been focused. Yeah. He has never been focused for any fight. Because Tonka Truck Davis fought the same goddamn way he's fought many other previous fights. The same way he fought Lamont Roach. And here's another thing that somebody said. If you go to the New York State Athletic Commission to petition for them to look at this knockdown and rule it as such, you a snake in the grass, you a little snitch, you soft, all these silly things, right? But if you go to the WBA, that's okay. Yeah. This guy said going to the WBA is apples and oranges different than going to the New York State Athletic Commission. Go to the WBA and have them strip Gervonta Tonka Truck Davis of their belt. Yeah. If you go to the New York State Athletic Commission, you a snake in the grass snitch. You a soft ass motherfucker. Yeah, you're bad for boxing. But if you go to the WBA to have Tonka Truck Davis stripped, that's okay. Yeah, what the fuck are we talking about? Like, real shit. Why are we... What is going on, guys? Like, why are we... Make it make sense. Make it make sense. It's okay to go to the WBA to petition to have Tonka Truck Davis's belt stripped. And then what? What are they going to do with the belt? Do you want Lamont Roach to get the belt? Do you want the WBA to strip Lamont Roach of the belt and give it to him? Well, what's the difference between doing that and going to the New York State Athletic Commission? What's the difference between the two? Why is the WBA better? You're not a snake if you go to the WBA instead of the New York State Athletic Commission? What makes that distinctly different? You're still going to a governing body to petition for something to happen in your favor and out of your opponent's favor. So how is that sneaky? Like, what are we talking about? Can we make sense when we say shit, please? You had it even without the knockdown? Well, I don't know what the hell you was looking at. Tonka Truck Davis got his ass whooped. What up, A+? No, real shit. Going to the WBA is okay to petition, but going to the New York State Athletic Commission makes you a snaky snitch, soft-ass boxer. You can't make this shit up, man. You cannot make this shit up. This is why boxing is in shambles. You see, these individuals that don't want Lamont Roach to petition to the New York State Athletic Commission, they're the ones that are wrong for boxing. They're the problem with boxing. They are the ones that are encouraging soft behavior. This whole idea that Gervonta Tank Davis, y'all are basically saying that Gervonta Tank Davis was taking it easy, or whatever. Y'all, he didn't want to do nothing again. Y'all are suggesting that he didn't want to do anything to Lamont Roach. Like, he didn't want to hurt him. He didn't want to do this. He slept on him because, oh, well, they grew up together. Yeah, they shared the same teat. But didn't Gervonta shoulder check Lamont Roach in the mouth? Didn't he try to bite him? Didn't he throw all kind of low blows? Low blow after low blow after low blow, right? Tried to bite Lamont Roach. Shoulder checked him, right? Shoulder checked him in the mouth. But Gervonta Tonka Truck Davis wasn't trying to hurt him. Tonka Truck Davis wasn't trying to do any damage to Lamont Roach. Oh, they're friends. Oh, yeah, you know, they're friends. So therefore, Tonka Truck Davis just, he wasn't focused because he was Lamont Roach's friend, and they grew up in the mean streets of Baltimore's alleys, and all this silly shit. Who said what? Oh, not you, Dad Mike. Somebody else said that silly shit. I'm just giving you the narratives that I've been hearing. I'm just giving you the narratives that I've been hearing that are ridiculous. That make no goddamn sense whatsoever. Tonka Truck Davis was trying to hurt Lamont Roach. Tonka Truck Davis was trying to take Lamont Roach out. He's the same shit, right? Starts off slow, loses the first 5 or 6 rounds, then tries to turn it up and knock a motherfucker out. Didn't work against Lamont Roach. Lamont Roach did not allow him to do that. Lamont Roach won those first 5 rounds. Possibly won the 6th round. I mean, one might be hard pressed to give Tonka Truck Davis very many rounds. So it's just that Lamont Roach did not allow Tonka Truck Davis to do what he normally does effectively and successfully. He was able to shut that shit down. Tonka Truck Davis thought that he knew Lamont Roach enough to overcome whatever Lamont Roach might throw at him. Lamont Roach proved to be a problem. Lamont Roach proved that he was not going to let that shit go down. Therefore, it did not. That's why Tonka Truck Davis got his ass whooped. Not because he was unfocused. Not because he's bosom buddies with Lamont Roach. Right? Not because, he didn't want to cuss him out in front of his mama. No. It's because the game plan that he had, he was unable to execute it because he had no other game plan. He had no plan B, no plan C. He did not make any adjustments, right? And when he was getting his ass whooped, he tried to get out of it. He tried to find a way to put a pause in the action so Lamont Roach could stop whooping his ass by taking that knee. These are all Gervonta Tonka Truck Davis's problems. But, you know, whatever. It is what it is. That's all I got for now, y'all. Will the New York State Athletic Commission make the right decision? I don't know. They should make the right decision. According to the former president, that's the way it should go. But he's no longer the president, right? There's a new president. After the previous president, who mysteriously retired after the whole Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia shenanigan. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully the right thing is done because it's the right thing. You know, it wouldn't have mattered, you know, WBA, NYSAC. You're still going to a governing body to petition for the right thing to be done. So to make one have more weight than the other is just a ridiculous argument. It's a ridiculous narrative, and it's asinine. And on top of that, somebody also said that people have been saying, oh, you just get it back in blood, get it back in a rematch. Rematch him, get it back in blood. Oh, you know, whoop his ass again. Well, look, Tonka Truck Davis has to want the rematch. Lamont Roach wants the rematch. And also, guess what? Tonka Truck Davis said, oh, yeah, we ain't fighting Lamont Roach right now. Yeah, it ain't gonna happen this year. Remember that? He said that because it was a draw. It's up to Tonka Truck Davis to make the rematch. It's not up to Lamont Roach. But guess what? If they do vote in, or if they do rule in favor of Lamont Roach, that would encourage Tonka Truck Davis even further for the rematch. That's how you get the rematch. Have that draw turned over to a win for Lamont Roach. Give Lamont Roach that WBA belt. Tonka Truck Davis would be more inclined to rematch Lamont Roach based on that rather than, you know, oh, the draw remains in place. Tonka Truck Davis keeps his belt and, you know, he can blow Lamont Roach off for however long he chooses to. Whereas if Lamont Roach gets the belt because he won, well, guess what? Tonka Truck is going to want to rematch him immediately, like he said. He feels that the New York State Athletic Commission is going to rule in favor of Lamont Roach. So he's talking about rematching him at the end of May. Yeah, because he feels that his W is going to get taken. He feels that he's going to lose that belt, that is no longer going to be a draw. So he wants to get that back a few months later, now that he feels that Lamont Roach is going to get that win. Queen Mother Shaquila, how you doing? Grand evening to you as well. Grand evening to you as well. Yeah. So to say, oh, just do the rematch. It's not up to Lamont Roach. It's up to Tonka Truck Davis. This is a strategy to get Tonka Truck Davis back in the ring with Lamont Roach. That would be a quicker and more strategic avenue. I got the belt. They gave me the belt as they should have. You want this shit? Come get it back. Because with that loss, in him and Tonka Truck Davis no longer being the champion, guess what will happen? The same thing a certain Tonka Truck Davis YouTuber said about Devin Haney. Without that belt, Tonka Truck Davis will have no value. With that loss on his record, Tonka Truck Davis will have no value. In reality, unlike with Devin Haney. Yeah. If Tonka Truck Davis loses to Lamont Roach and loses his belt, Tonka Truck Davis's value will go away. In reality, that certain Tonka Truck Davis YouTuber tried to tell you that would happen with Devin Haney. It will really happen to Tonka Truck Davis. Watch. It's already plummeted. It's already down. But let the New York State Athletic Commission say that was a knockdown. You must rule that a 10-8 round. Tonka Truck Davis loses that fight, as he did, because he got his ass whooped. And Lamont Roach becomes WBA champion. Bada boom, bada bing. Tonka Truck Davis's value goes down even further. And also saying that, oh, well, get it back in a rematch. Get it back. For what? Lamont Roach already whooped his ass. Lamont Roach already whooped his ass. He just wants it to be noted officially so that it can remain in the annals of boxing history. It will remain in the annals of boxing history that Lamont Roach dethroned the so-called king at 135 pounds. What's good, mind of Mansa Musa? That's what would happen. And guess what? Tonka Truck Davis will go back in the sandbox with his little Tonka truck bucket, his little bulldozer bucket, and he'll start scooping sand and shit and live out his days and building himself a little sand castle, whatever he wants to do with the remainder of his days. The bottom line is, he is the one who will lose value if Lamont Roach gets that WBA belt and that win from Saturday. And that is the greatest fear of Tonka Truck Davis and Tonka Truck Davis fans. So Tonka Truck Davis will have no choice but to rematch Lamont Roach immediately. That would be the very next thing he does. Not fighting Jake Paul. Jake Paul would have to go to the back burner. And guess what? That's why he would also have to do that immediately. Immediate rematch with Lamont Roach so that he can go on and fight Jake Paul, get this huge bag, and move on with his life. Otherwise, Lamont Roach is going to have to wait till next year. You know what I'm saying? Tonka Truck Davis is going to have that draw. He's going to have the WBA belt. And he's going to fight Jake Paul. He's not going to be inclined. He's not going to be encouraged at all to fight Lamont Roach. He will never fight Lamont Roach again if the New York State Athletic Commission rules in favor of Tonka Truck Davis. He'll never do it. Anyway, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Yes, mind of Mansa Musa. Freedom ain't free. Freedom ain't free, and it never will be. But anyway, much love. Like, share, subscribe. And we're going to keep marching forward toward freedom.